It was an appeal to the president to release Nnamdi Kanu, and I still stand on it. Whether you like it or not, as a nation, Nnamdi Kanu is my brother. I'll be stupid at my age to be afraid of anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody. Worst case scenario now is that you go to school, you make a first class, you go and work for somebody who failed. In other climes, my brother,
So, my people, this story about Nnamdi Kanu is getting hotter every single day. You already know how long his case has been dragging, from one court to another, one postponement to another. But right now, something new has entered the matter. Reports say that Kanu has rejected what people are calling a possible acquittal or release that was said to come with 3 conditions. He said no, he doesn't want to accept it like that, and the reason is very important. But before we go deep, please, if you are watching this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates about what's happening in Nigeria and beyond. Every like and subscription helps this news reach more people. Thank you so much. Now let's continue. Kanu, as we know, is the leader of IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, and he has been facing serious charges in court for years now. The case has turned into a national conversation. Some people believe he should be freed, some believe he should face the law, and others are just praying for peace to return to the southeast region. This time around, Kanu said he would not enter any defense because, according to him, there is no valid charge against him. In simple words, he is saying, the government has no real case, so why should I defend myself? And that statement has really shaken the legal community and political space. The court is now asking him to file his argument in writing to explain why he believes the charges are not valid. Now, the interesting part is that some Southeast leaders, elders, traditional rulers, and political figures are said to be mounting pressure. They are trying to step in and find a political solution. They are worried that this case is affecting peace, business, and the image of the region. So while the court is doing its legal work, these leaders are trying to talk to both sides, Kanu's camp and the government, to find a middle ground. At the same time, the talk about 3 conditions has come up. From what we are hearing, these conditions are linked to any possible release or acquittal arrangement. Though the full details have not been made public, many people believe it involves things like stopping certain IPOB activities, avoiding political statements, or agreeing to specific peace terms that will calm the southeast. But Kanu reportedly said no, that such conditions go against what he stands for and the rights of his people. Now pause and think about it. This is a big move. For someone in detention to say no to possible release, that means he believes strongly in his principle. He doesn't want freedom that will come with conditions he sees as unfair to his people. And that is why this story is trending everywhere right now. Please, if you are following this gist, don't forget again, like this video and subscribe. That small click means a lot to me and helps this platform grow. Now let's talk about what this means for the case. Legally speaking, when someone refuses to defend themselves, the court can decide based on what the prosecution presented. So if Kanu sticks to this path, the court might continue without his defense, and that can be risky. Some lawyers say it's a dangerous strategy, others say it's a bold political statement. For the government, this situation is also complicated. They don't want to look weak or like they're bowing to pressure, but at the same time, they don't want tension to rise again in the southeast. Remember the days of sit-at-home protests when markets and schools were closing? The government wants to avoid that kind of tension coming back, so both sides are being careful. But the drama continues. Now, let's look at the political side. Southeast leaders are pushing harder for dialogue. Some of them are saying it's time for the government to find a peaceful way out. They argue that keeping Kanu in detention is only fueling more anger and division. Others, though, believe he should continue to face the court until the matter is concluded. So, even among leaders, there is disagreement. But one thing is clear. Everyone wants peace. And this is where it gets more interesting. Many people believe that behind the scenes, there are talks going on. Quiet talks between the government, some regional leaders, and maybe even Kanu's lawyers. They may be discussing those 3 conditions. What can be accepted? What can be rejected? But Kanu's public stance, saying he rejects it, has changed the tone completely. It shows he wants full justice, not conditional peace. Now, if we look at how this could affect the future, it's very important. If the court rules in Kanu's favor, that will be a major win for him and for the Biafra movement. It could also lead to a wave of celebration across the southeast. But if the court rules against him, things could get more tense, and leaders will have to step in quickly to calm everyone down. Either way, the outcome will shape the next phase of the struggle and the politics of the region. Please, if you are still watching, I appreciate you so much. Take 1 second to like this video and subscribe. It helps a lot, trust me. Now, let's talk about the human side of this issue. Many ordinary people in the Southeast are tired. They just want peace, business, and normal life. They want to go to school, open their shops, and travel freely. They want the government and IPOB to find a lasting solution. The tension has affected transport, education, and even how people move around. So for them, this court case isn't just about politics. It's about daily survival. At the same time, there are people in other parts of Nigeria who are watching closely.
Some are worried about what could happen if things escalate. Others believe it's time for real dialogue, that the government and Kanu should talk directly instead of through legal battles. It's a sensitive issue, and that's why everyone is choosing their words carefully. From a wider view, this case also affects Nigeria's image internationally. Remember that Kanu also holds British citizenship, so foreign observers are watching too. They want to see if Nigeria will handle this case fairly and if both sides will respect the rule of law. That's why every decision from the court now carries weight. And let's not forget the emotional part. For many of Kanu's supporters, he is more than just a political leader. He's a symbol. So anything that happens to him affects the mood of thousands of people. That's why the call for calm and maturity from Southeast elders is so important. They are telling people to stay peaceful, to allow the legal process to continue, and to avoid any form of violence. Now, one key thing to note is that this situation could open doors for deeper national conversations about fairness, equality, and how to manage diversity in Nigeria. Because whether we like it or not, the Biafra question touches on issues of governance, representation, and identity. How the country handles it will say a lot about Nigeria's future unity. Again, if you are enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's the only way you'll get notified anytime we drop fresh updates on this matter. Now, let's reason together for a second. Do you think Kanu made the right choice by rejecting those conditions? Do you think it's better to accept and get released, or to stand firm for what he believes in, even if it means staying longer in custody? These are the questions Nigerians are asking right now. Some people see it as courage. They say he's proving that his struggle is not about personal freedom, but about collective freedom. Others think he should be more pragmatic, that sometimes accepting terms can lead to progress and peace talks. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below after you finish watching. Now, what could happen next? The court has already given a date for the next hearing, and both sides are preparing their final arguments. If Kanu submits his written statement explaining why he believes the charges are invalid, the court will consider it. After that, the judge will give a ruling. The ruling could either free him completely, continue the trial, or set new conditions. Whichever way it goes, this story will make headlines again. Meanwhile, the Southeast leaders are not stopping their efforts. They are still trying to convince the government to explore political solutions instead of just court judgments. They say that true peace comes from dialogue, not confrontation. Whether the government listens or not, we will soon see. Now, my people, this issue is beyond one man. It's about the peace, progress, and unity of Nigeria. Everyone wants peace, everyone wants justice. But how do we balance both? That's the big question. Before I round up, I want to thank you for staying with me till this point. You guys are amazing. Please, if you haven't yet,
like this video right now and subscribe so that you'll be among the first to get our next update on this story. So, as it stands, Nnamdi Kanu has refused the conditions linked to his possible release, insisting that justice must come without compromise. Southeast leaders are pressing for a peaceful resolution, while the court prepares for the next stage. Nigerians are watching, the world is watching, and history is being written in front of us. Let's keep hoping that wisdom will guide all parties involved and that this story will end in peace and progress for everyone. Because at the end of the day, Nigeria belongs to all of us.